Canon R5C versus A7V. Mark?
You already know where I stand.
This is a valid conversation in 2025.
I don't think it's a valid conversation in 2025.
So, I mean, well, let's just look at the size different right out the gate. So this is the R5C. This is the A7V.
What lens is on there?
This, on the Canon?
That's the E. Wow. You know what? No, I shouldn't
It's
even be saying nothing.
It's an old school lens from the Canon 5D
I can't
Mark
say
III.
nothing.
With an adapter.
Legendary lens. That lens is so legendary that there have been crossovers dedicated to that bad girl.
Facts. So from the side, you can clearly see that the R5C is a thicker body.
Big gal. Big thing.
Let me see if I could show you the side of each one of these.
You know, you really got to stop looking down. This doesn't exist.
Okay,
stop
okay,
looking
all
at
right.
this.
Is it in the frame?
Yes, it's in the frame.
Okay, so yeah, the Canon is wider, the Canon is thicker.
She a thick gal.
The Canon is
gal,
bigger.
big tickums.
And they're roughly priced around the same, oddly enough. The Canon.
What's so odd about that?
Well, okay, well, the age of the camera. So the Canon R5C is 2,800, 2,900?
I mean, I don't remember. I just know that I got it at like 33 or something like that.
Yeah, let's just say it's roughly 2,800, and I think the A7V is like 2,000. No,
why do you have this?
They're
here?
roughly about the same.
Why
they're like $100 apart.
Why do you have this here?
Because I was gonna treat it like a fidget and just kind of like do stuff with it.
When you have so much money that your fidgets are literal controllers. Go ahead and defend yourself. Go ahead and defend yourself.
I have an actual fidget here that I can play with. Okay, so they're roughly in the same price range if we're being realistic, because there's probably like $100 difference between them.
Okay.
But only one of these does 8K.
Yes. Yes. I am always going to talk to you about the stat sheet stuffer, because like a good Hellcat, there is not a statistical category that thing beats this in. If you're being objective, there's nothing. Look at that. Look at that. Chef Gal with R5C on the screen. Look at that. Look at that.
Wait, you're saying that there's nothing
objectively speaking,
the
stat for stat.
A7V
Stat for
beats
stat.
the R5C in?
Stat for stat.
Well, first of all, autofocus. Let's be real. The A7V with all of its thingamajiggas and AI and all that fancy
yes,
stuff.
You're right.
Definitely gonna beat the R5C in autofocus, hands down.
Okay. Stabilization, because this don't have it. We don't have stabilization. There's no stabilization in this thing. I'm sorry. Why are you looking at me confused?
I was just saying, on this side of your face, I feel like there's a speck.
Why are you on my face? Leave me alone.
It looks like a little.
I'm trying to tell the people that the R5C is literally the baddest gal out there. And the only two things that y'all Sony heads could come up with to talk anything about this is stabilization, which I would put this on a gimbal anyway.
And autofocus.
But she still autofocuses even with this lens on well.
But let's talk about the fan. Like, you're gonna hear that at some point.
And she's not gonna overheat.
I doubt she's going to overheat either.
Your doubt means nothing to me. I know she won't overheat, because like a really good chipset.
I will check Gerald Undun's page and see if this thing has overheated. I don't think it has.
All right.
I don't think it has. So let's say they both not overheating. Like, that's just a standard.
Fine. All right, sure.
And I will say, to switch between photo and video faster, the A7V is going to win. Because the R5C takes about a day to switch from photo to video.
Wow.
You want me to do it?
Wow.
It does. I love the R5C.
No, you don't. No, you don't. The amount of hate I'm getting from you.
But wait. One thing I will say. So this does have some specs that actually competes with the A7V. First of all, it has 8K.
Say it again.
And it has RAW.
Say it again.
8K RAW.
Say it again.
And you're not getting that with the A7V.
But no. But you're missing it. It's not just 8K. It's not just 8K RAW. It's 8K 30 in body.
Yeah.
In body.
And look at all these different formats I can choose from. Like, you have some things to play in there, whereas with the A7V, you ain't got nothing to play with.
Yes. I'm always going to be the contrarian. Be honest with you, half of y'all ain't going to use any of the formats. Y'all not going to use none of them. Like, you're not,
all right, so we're in video mode, right? And let's switch to photo. Here we go.
You just really had to do that, right?
1, 2, 3.
You just had to do that?
5.
Like, you had to do that?
7.
Like, that was necessary.
8. 9,
The fact that
10,
she's dancing is the part that
11,
annoys me the most.
12,
Like
13,
it's really
14,
annoying. Like
15.
like what? Like okay.
It took,
well, oh yeah,
oh,
but
wait, I had to count one, I had to
exactly.
count one.
Yeah, rookie mistake.
Probably like 10 seconds, but in critical times. I guess if you're taking this out, you're deciding if you're doing photo or video. And if you switch between the two, hopefully you have some time. But on the A7V, real quick, let's just see how long it takes. So let's turn it on. Let's take off the lens cap. And the battery is going to be way better on the A7V.
But we don't care because I'm just going to put a V mount on it and call it a good day.
I don't have a battery in here.
Oh, battery's going to be better on battery though, right?
Let me run and get a battery real quick. You talk to the people.
In the meantime, no, all jokes aside, like to everybody's point of, well, she's bigger, she's heavier, like you're putting this on a gimbal or you're just going to work through the progressions of having a camera.
Your shoe. Sorry. I'm
having a camera that's going to give you legitimate cinema. Now, I'm not saying that thing's not legitimate cinema, but I will say that it's not a cinema camera. There's a reason why it has an alpha badge.
You get a card.
Alpha badges mean something. Alpha badge means that I'm the I can do it all camera. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's no such thing as an I can do it all camera. And the moment you tell me it's an I can do it all camera, I don't listen to you anymore. You know? Like, I'm like, all jokes aside. So, for instance, the FX2. The FX2 is the cinema baby brother to this, where this is the photo big brother or big brother. You get the point. To the other joint, to the FX2. That's a comparison I'm willing to talk about because you can actually say something about whether or not one of those two should be purchased. But when we talk about these two, for the dollars, stop it.
All right, but
this thing was released in 2022. And it stands up against a camera that was just released now, right in the same price point.
All right, I'm in video mode. Let me switch to photo mode real quick.
I don't know. Of course
I'm in photo mode.
Nobody saw that happen.
That was so fast. And they have the silent shutter.
You didn't see it happen. You didn't see it happen, so it didn't happen.
But one thing I will say, right? So the A7V has like the speed, the speed boost thing where you can just like hold down the trigger and it'll be like brap, bap, 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 bap.
Well, does it really make that? It doesn't really make that sound, does it? It doesn't really make that sound, does it?
You can turn off the sound, which I did just now, and I kind of want to turn the sound back on if I could. But I think
I don't think the Canon makes that sound. I don't think you need that sound.
I mean,
she's actually turning the sound back on.
Oh wait, silent mode settings off. Okay, here we go, right? Okay, perfect. So I feel like the R5C is actually competing with the burst frames per second. So look, watch this, right? So here we go. You got the mic is right here. Listen to it. I'm gonna hold it for down. I'm gonna just do like 20 seconds. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Here we go.
20 seconds is crazy.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna just do a bit.
And
when it went bra ba ba. It did 30 frames. It went bra ba ba, right? But the Canon is right there. Look, watch this.
Canon go bra.
Canon go bra ba 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 ba. Okay, I have it on high, the high shooting mode. Here we go. Put it near the mic. Ready? The Canon is going too, so I feel like it has the same frames per second. I mean, I haven't looked up the technical spec, but this is going bar for bar with the photography right there, and the image quality coming out of this is going to be phenomenal.
Listen,
too.
and now, but here's my thing, right? I've never been a brand loyalist. That's an absolute lie. I am a brand loyalist. If I like a brand, I'm gonna stick with what they do, just because. Like this shirt, for instance, like I'm not gonna tell you who it's by until they sponsor me, and then they re-release this particular hoodie. Re-release the hoodie. But anyway, this particular joint, I've been wearing this since like 2016, 2017 or something like that. And I've worn it probably more than half of the year, 7 years straight. Like this thing has held up and it feels really good. So I'm gonna stick with that brand because it's just a good quality thing. So in my mind, while I'm not a brand loyalist and I want to go for the thing that will give me everything I want, this has been the camera. If we're saying best beginner camera, the only camera that has dethroned this camera is the Nikon ZR.
I wouldn't say the Nikon has dethroned that.
As a best beginner camera, yes. I would not tell somebody to take this over the Nikon ZR. I would not, especially if they were shooting with anything.
But is a beginner gonna be using Red RAW?
First things first. Yes.
Okay.
Like, really think about that for a second.
But they have C-Log on this.
They have C-Log and they have C-RAW, or rather, like RAW. But while they have RAW on this, Red RAW is a different beast altogether. Like, that is the actual gateway drug. You know how they lied to us when they the Dare back in Dare, and they were like, marijuana's a gateway drug?
I didn't remember them saying marijuana.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they said
interesting.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like,
you're right.
If you start with this, you're gonna be on like crack cocaine in like a year. That's what they said. It was crazy. But like that really is the gateway drug to cinema, in my opinion. Like the Nikon ZR is the. I have proof to you because we did. This is the third time this happened. Every time we talk about the A7V, we wind up talking about other things like gateway drugs, the Hyundai Kona turbo button, and Dare. Tell me I'm wrong. We have done 3 podcasts about this camera, and this is the first time I've ever seen a camera released, and that camera wasn't so exciting that we would talk about the camera.
There are a lot of people who are really excited about this camera.
Name one!
Everyone who has an A7 IV is excited about the A7V.
Because they like evolution.
The only people who don't like the A7V are the people who have the FX2. Because we feel cheated. If this was coming out right after,
wait, I want to hear you say something stupid. Go ahead. I want to hear you say something stupid. If this came out around the same time, what?
No, what? If this was out before the FX2.
You talk to the people. Don't talk to me.
If this was out before the FX2, I can't say with 100% certainty that I would have gotten the FX2.
And this is why we don't talk. This is why we don't have conversation.
I'm being honest. The only reason, not the only, but a couple of reasons why I'm keeping. Watch your head on the basketball.
No, I'm gone. I'm gone.
One reason why I'm keeping the FX2 is because.
Hit one!
Okay, I'm gonna live switch. A couple of reasons why I'm keeping the FX2 is one, how I have it mounted right now. I literally have it mounted using the side mounting point. That's just not gonna happen with this camera. There's only a quarter thread on the bottom. My FX2, I can mount it on any side I want. So I really, really like that. And it's come in handy right now. Also, the weird viewfinder on the FX2 is one of those interesting quirks that I feel like in 10 years from now is like, if you have the weird FX2, it's gonna be a collector's item. Like, it's gonna be the one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb. It's gonna be like, yo, I got that special edition FX2. And surprisingly, it is very nice to have the camera beneath you and look through the viewfinder like this, as opposed to having to have the camera right here. So I think that is a really nice touch. And plus, you're not gonna get RAW over HDMI with this. You're gonna get it with the FX2. So all this to say, the FX2 is a stronger video camera, even though it's not, because it has the crop. Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
It's back on the 2-shot.
I don't know why. Why is it back on a 2-shot?
Because I don't
want to be in this conversation anymore because you specifically started talking about the FX2. What is this video about? The R5C and the A7V, and I'm telling you now, I got nothing against Sony. I love Sony. We got nothing but Sony cameras. I got an FX2, an FX3, an FX30. Like, we're literally looking at this right now, and the only reason this thing is not shooting me right now is specifically because I wanted to have this in the video. That's the only...
Excuse me. We're going to see how this 32-bit float is working.
All I'm saying is, I got nothing against Sony, but Sony used to...
They're dropping...
Wait. Was I recording at all?
What do you mean, was you recording? You better have been recording. I think you were recording. I really hope you were recording. The line was around it, right? You had one job.
Yeah. Yeah, I was recording. I had to check. Listen. This video is so boring. This camera is so boring. This idea is so boring that I actually thought that I wasn't recording. That's how bad this entire situation is. Sony, go back to doing revolutionary. Because honestly, this...
Wow. Please take care of my camera them and the lens them. You understand? Yes, sire.
So, this camera is one of the least exciting things of 2025.
Lies.
So, I'm sorry. Every conversation we have devolves into some other stuff.
Everyone who has the A7 IV loves this camera.
You don't have the A7 IV, so stop the cat.
I'm saying those people love
Close
the
this
camera.
video. Close this video out. I'm done with this. I want to talk about. You know what? How about this? I left the first time. Goodbye.
Wow, you just flinging keyboards.
I'm done. I'm done.
Anyway, I like the Sony A7V, and I wish some of the features were in my FX2, but alas, it is what it is. The R5C brings some heat. Now let me know in the comments of these three, which is the top.
There you go, talk about the FX2 again.
Let me know. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I am the Chef Gal, and
you still talk about the FX2.
Just got the recipe.